My name is Arnold Filomeno. I am the owner of Arnold Filomeno LLC and the creator and co-host of the Defang cancer event. The inspiration for this event actually started with my mom's diagnosis with breast cancer back in 1996. And since then, I've been wanting to help fight this disease that has afflicted many of our family and friends. And then when she was diagnosed for the second time this past year, along with one of my students who is diagnosed with throat cancer, both have since been in remission. I finally decided that it was time to take some action and help fight this dreadful disease. The Defang cancer name was taken from the Filipino martial art concept of defang the snake. And in this case, it's the cancer that is a snake that we want to defang.
1, 2, 3, open. Yes. Yeah, okay, my back and forth. Yeah. Open here. Yes. Okay. It's been a while since I've done this. There you go. Yeah, just so from here.
After sharing my story and mission with Castillo of Bunal Brand, he encouraged me to go ahead and have the first event to be a Spar-B-Cue, which is one of the events he has established in Southern California. And thanks to his help and along with our sponsors and participants and donors, it has become a reality, a dream come true, and proud to say mission accomplished.
How's the brand going?
Which brand?
Your brand!
Oh, it's doing
How many
so
you sell?
To anybody who's watching, please buy Bunal Brand.
All right, so everybody, my name is Mark Maslar. I'm a multi-style practitioner. Cinco Terros is my main style, and then I also practice Alzai Lescas as well as Serrata. So those are my main influences.
Right on.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here.
But without further ado, we would like to present our first presenter, Dr. Mark Cheng.
Can you guys all hear me?
Yeah. Okay,
Awesome. When Guro Arnold asked me to come and present, and Guro Steve asked me to come and present, one of the things they asked for were some of the possible solutions or some of the possible things that we could do to improve our longevity as FMA practitioners. Now, most of us, because we're FMA practitioners, do grip high demand stuff. And because we're doing high demand stuff and also doing high detailed motor skill stuff, our rotator cuffs get a little bit worked. So let's review that a little bit. I want to give you guys a couple of options. Wow. Evidently that word options carries some weight there. There are 4 main muscles in the rotator cuff: supraspinatus, infraspinatus, teres, and subscap. 2 of those muscles are small, like especially the supraspinatus, right? That's the one that oftentimes gets torn. You hear about that a lot because if you do the Coke can test, no go. Infraspinatus and subscapularis are the 2 bigger muscles. When they get overworked, they don't often tear, But when they're overworked, they force the other muscles, the smaller muscles, to overwork. And that's when we start getting injuries. So one of the things that I wanted to do was just give you guys a couple of ways and like allow you to feel it hands-on. Like, I don't care if we got to go through everyone one at a time. I want you to feel where these points are so that when you go home, you can take a lacrosse ball or a softball or a baseball or a roller and get in some of those areas. Cool? All right. So the first thing, and where's Arnold, my model? Okay, now you get to, all right, strip the jacket. That's another $1 for Defang Cancer. I'm going to turn them around here. So if you look at the shoulder blade here, and I will allow you guys each to feel what this is like, because I want you guys to also be able to locate it and ideally work on it, or work on it yourself. If you think about the shoulder, the shoulder blade is like a triangle here. Along this side of the triangle, just inside a little bit, this is the infraspinatus. So as you dig into this on people, especially if it's really triggered, you're gonna hear some like whew, and you're gonna look for a little lip in there, right? You lefty or righty? Lefty, perfect. I was like, this is pretty developed for a non-lefty. So this is the infraspinatus. You feeling that? Okay. So in this area right here, you guys want to come closer and have a look at this? So can you see where like my finger is kind of finding a lip of the muscle right there? That's what we're looking for. And your direction of force is going to be inward at a 45. Okay? So you got a mental map of how that feels. Go try and find it on someone else. Next up.
Just a quick introduction. This is Ron, by the way. I'm Jason. We're from Eskrima, the Campo at JDC-IO, which our teacher's name is Professor Aurelio Olavides. And it's okay. Okay, just for you guys who don't know our system, we're mainly we specialize in long range. My teacher's teacher, Jose Caballero, Grandmaster, sorry. Caballero was known for competing in duels back in the days. So this system is, mentality is doing duels. We don't do duels anymore, but that's just what we're, what's the word? Yeah, the way goes to hold it. Okay, so anyways, can't hold this and run and play at the same time. So we can hold it. Oh, okay. So we all know that most of the time we're in this playing space, long range. Anything that sticks out towards us is we're trying to hit. Okay? There's no blocking in our system. We believe in the adage, you know, it's kind of cliche, but the best defense is a strong offense. And if we have space, we'll do some. But just as an example, we what do you call it? We don't make space. I think it's gonna clear up. Okay, we're gonna be able to. I think we're gonna make straight. So, if you have a stick, let's grab one. And we'll do a couple moves. But you got to remember when we're hitting with the stick, we're only hitting with the end of the stick. Okay, we don't. Nothing happens here. Preferably, we would want to hit with the tip of the stick to take advantage of the weapon. Right? For me, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of annoying to get hit like this, but it doesn't. It's not fight ending. We want to end the fight as quickly as possible. Usually, it's with the it's with the tip of the stick, right? We all know this. We're all FMAers, so we try to hit with this only. Okay, no blocking, like I said. I think that's the elevator pitch. Okay? So, what we normally will. We do something called amada. Amada is like a form. I would say most styles have something similar, like a kata, I guess. And I don't know where you ran off to the bathroom. Okay, so we have a few moves. But when you're imagining your partner, or if you have a partner, you're still hit. You got to think about hitting with this part. Okay. So one of the first moves that we set the pattern we do is amada. Amada number one, we call this a doblete. You guys are probably familiar.
and we do broken strikes. Okay, let me preface this. There's only two kinds of strikes that we do: flowing strike and broken strike. Okay, broken strike, they hit, they don't go through, goes back to where it started. Most of the time, we would like to. It's kind of a rule, but it's meant to be broken. Is that wherever we start, we end. Okay, so there's another thing later, but if I start on this end, I hit, I want to end back at the same spot. If I do whatever combination I do, I still end up here. Just so that I can practice that specific pattern or whatever, running it through. So it's just an example, right? That we, let's just say our favorite, we're known for this position in JDC-IO, maybe the Campo too. I mean, uno, dos, tres, we're very closely related to it. I won't get into that part, but so it's a long range system. I only want to hit whatever comes towards me. I want to hit that. I don't care what it is. Okay. If he steps towards me, okay, because I want him to drop. I don't want him to fight anymore. As soon as I can stop him from fighting, I can go home to my family. Theoretically, right? So if I do a combination, I'm still ending on this side, just for the sake of, you know, I want to be here all the time. So whatever he does, he punches. Okay. You notice that I don't aim for the head, mainly because, as someone has mentioned, our teacher was a pastor. He refrained from wanting us to hurt somebody permanently, and we figure if you fang the snake, it's no longer a threat. And so that's why we practice a lot. It's kind of like boxing guys, right? They got the focus mitts. These are my focus mitts, right? So I do this as a target practice. And if I do this before he wants to move, I get out. But I got to tag him. I got to make him pay for this. Okay. Hopefully, if I move, you know, I should be moving. Maybe I should not fall in the water. He comes at me. I get out of the way. First and foremost, get out of the way. I can help it with my stick, but I choose. If I want to, I go for the hand. Then I can decide to follow up if I need to. Okay, so if you have stick, first move, you probably see me do right here.
If you have padded sticks, I'll give you guys targets. Anyone with padded sticks?
Nobody has padded sticks. Where's your Bunal gear? Come on, guys.
Okay, so our system is based on short quarter inside movement to medium range. If it's outside, you do what you do. You have long range, use your long range. But if you happen to get stuck in close range, then, you know, this is what I have to offer, is to help you get in touch with your mobility and learn how to survive the inside game. So we're going to give you something to kind of play with, to take home. And it's basically going to end up being quick, short movements. So most of you are familiar with Balintawak in a sense. This is GM Lotus. So she's my sparring partner. So if I hit you, I'm sorry.
And girlfriend.
And girlfriend. Okay, so block. So from here, you know, we all know this, yes? Okay, some people block this way, some people block this way. It all depends on each one of you. The response is never the same, okay? Because your assailants are never the same. The height is never the same, the weight is never the same. So normally we'll go here, she's gonna outside check and then backhand strike. So your check hand has to be living in here. Okay? So if you see this, you're here. Okay? For right now, we're gonna go top. slap down, thumb in the front of the knuckle. Okay, so you're gonna be here like this, and then you can chamber. Okay, palm up, back around, check, touch, and then strike half swing. Okay, then again, this is option 1. Okay, then from here, we go here. Remove from above, remove from below. As that's happening, you're chambering. Okay, so this is your basic format. So then later on, this game can change at any time. Whether it's a strike there, and here, right? So it doesn't matter. You can play this game, or you can play this game, or this game, or this game. It doesn't matter. So you have this here. There's that game. There's this game. There's that. Back to the other one. There's this. A lot of people want to hold this, right? When they hold this, hold. Because they don't want you to return to push it through, right? If they push it through, then that's fine. Destroy it. Okay? You come in with a lot of power, that's fine. We're already torqued. You already turn here, back around. Okay? So now, from this basic format, you can take it any which way you wish. Doesn't matter. As long as you can survive this inside game, it could be here. Okay? But I want you guys to play with this. Slap it down. Follow this window. From above. Below. Up at the chin. Get over. Behind. Come up. Okay, palm up. Okay, if you're gonna clap here, close hands, down.
How do you want me to
Hold. If you're here like this, I normally don't want you to clamp. Hold. Hold it.
so tight?
Yeah. So when this happens, hold. Don't release. Don't release. This helps exposes here. See that? So when they held on to this part here, hold my twist. Okay? Then from here you can shoot. But this is very bad. So I don't like you guys to commit to a grip. Just check. Hand placement check, okay? Okay, so those of you, just come on in, jump in. So it's pair up. Just pair up with anybody.
So this is like
So this is the spar 1. Yeah.
Can you do it on
Of
me?
course. You righty, lefty?
Righty.
Okay. So righty's the problematic shoulder?
Yes.
Okay. So let's turn around just so everyone can see, and you guys can see on multiple people how I'm finding it, right? I'm blocking the front of the shoulder because if I press here and nothing's blocking, then all my pressure just gets wasted, right? So I'm gonna block with one hand. My fingertips are going on the inside part of the shoulder blade, so that shoulder blade doesn't move. And then my thumb goes right around here. I'll lean away. Block the shoulder.
Right underneath the shoulder.
There we go. Right there. Okay, and I'm not pressing that hard. As you can tell, I'm not pressing that hard. So if the muscle's a little bit sensitive, that tends to mean it doesn't have elasticity. A healthy soft tissue, like I think I did this with Professor Steve on a dry floor one time, because I'm not about to do it here. But like, does the thought of someone standing on your inner thigh sound like appealing to you? No, it doesn't, because for most of us it's kind of tender, right? And because we're harboring tension in there that we're not aware of. If soft tissue is healthy, it should be able to accept pressure. I'm gonna repeat that again. If soft tissue is healthy, it should be able to accept pressure. So if I'm not pressing super hard and it's already like, ah, then that tells you something. We wanna give, so as far as rolling, like for those of you guys that have seen foam rollers or lacrosse ball work, instead of trying to snowplow your way through it where it's really painful, go just to the edge of where it's intense and allow yourself some time to relax into it. If you try and go through it really hard, really like just drive through it too fast at the beginning, your body will seize up as a rebound reaction. Make sense? So you can be like, oh yeah, I feel great, and then like 5 minutes later it'll hurt and lock up again. Make sense? Next up.
I'm going.
Right hand, left hand?
Feels good. That feels better.
Okay, so like, this is awesome because he's got a very visible, like inside of this rotator cuff here, hook, press, and look at the great definition muscle. You feel it right there already? Okay, so like, I'm just gonna block the front, and you guys see this? Now, if he spent some time working this open, I guarantee your shoulder would feel like so much better. Now, ideally, if we're doing this on the floor and rolling, you're gonna take a lacrosse ball and I'm gonna pretend this is a floor, okay guys? So if this is the floor, I'm gonna actually Superman the arm up, hold the lacrosse ball here, and then try and like turn my torso 45 degrees towards the ceiling. That's what I'm gonna be trying to get into, okay? Now, it's not that everyone's infraspinatus, this is the muscle I'm going after, it's not that everyone's infraspinatus is tight. Sometimes it's the subscap. So if you've got someone with shoulder problems, as long as it's not a structural one, meaning like there's a labral tear, there's a dislocation, or something else like that, right? As long as there's not a structural problem, more often than not, the two main culprits are the infraspinatus and the subscap. Infraspinatus is the one that's accessible from outside. The subscap, you have to go in through the armpit. A little bit more painful. And this is the other thing too. Did you notice how he started to shrug up in terms of guarding? If you can catch yourself doing that and relax into it while the work is being done, it lasts longer.
Okay, so broken strike, back. Keep your elbow down, because if you see how you're sticking it out, it's going to get hit. So you want to notice from my angle, there's nothing here. Okay? It doesn't matter if it's high, medium, or low. High would be the head. I got 15 on that one. Elbow is middle level, and low is the knee level. Normally, I will not go. Okay, if I really want to hit the knee, I don't know why, but I mainly will go for the head. Okay. That can start, give it a couple shots just to feel what I'm talking about. We also do it from the abierta side. We always try to do a balance, right? Because you could, but you're not going to be in the middle of the thing and say, "Hey, wait, let me get back to this side. So this is the one I always practice." No, if you're on this side, you end up on this side. You got to do the same move, right? So the same move, broken strike, only middle level. Okay, only the middle level. I'm only going middle height. I'm still ready to say the thing. Broken strike. Now if I want to connect it, I go. Now I go to now I'm on Serrata side.
Yes, yeah.
And I do the same thing. So now I can do this 10,000 times or whatever, right? So now it's trying to trick me because he's giving me two different targets, two different levels. It's par for the course. For me, it doesn't change. I'm still doing the same broken, flowing, broken, flowing, same move. It just doesn't matter the target, whatever it is.
Yep, gotcha.
So it's a little bit hard. We don't have all the gear to do.
Mainly,
I guess we could with the stick, but
we
you
can
go bang, bang, right? Bang, 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 right? Anyway. Okay, so you want to think? So you practice just as many on this side as you do on this side, because you want to have some kind. You want to have equal power on both sides, equal accuracy, equal speed, which I should say is part of our motto: speed, power, accuracy. Right? If it doesn't have those three things, we don't consider it JDC-IO. Right? Speed, well, which is more important? In my opinion, the accuracy is the most important. Because I could do this all day. If I don't hit nothing, who cares?
Yeah, and then
Right? But I could do this all day, and it's going to do something.
finally,
You know, it could be just at the eyes. It's going to be, as long as I'm accurate, I'm okay. But if you add all three of those things together, that's what makes, you know, our, I won't say unique, but that's what we go, our goal is, right? To have those three things: speed, power, and accurate. Speed, power, accurate.
but I don't know how other.
Remove this. He's gonna slap down. He strike me. Now you remove from above. Remove it. This. Then you catch. Now you remove from the bottom.
And then now what I want you to do.
And a half swing. There. That's it. Back to the beginning.
Okay, yeah, like
Outside check. Backhand.
yeah,
Catch it. Follow that window. Brace it.
This is what you have.
Check it.
And then strike. Strike. Yes, right.
Remove. Remove from the top.
Right, good.
From the top. There you go. Straight. There you go. And then back to the beginning.
Good.
Yeah? Yeah. So then later on, if you get it, outside check.
So now you know which way I'm gonna go.
I like that.
Good. And don't get in.
You want to make sure you're not doing this here. You do this here. Remove the puño. You're here. Then you're here. Then you're back to here. Back to here.
Yeah, I just got. Why don't you?
Yeah.
Good.
So it doesn't matter now, right? If I do this here, yeah, stop it.
Right. But I want you to block it.
Yeah, stop.
Now, in case, if the strike is very hard, you will. I'm not. I'm
So-
control.
That's how it is.
If I
Here,
strike
catch.
very hard, I know you got. But you
Back,
stop.
check.
You support it.
Here. Check. Move up.
Where the meat is.
Yeah.
Oh,
Check.
we got it.
Oh, start to push it down.
Oh.
Remove from above. Remove from below. Release this. Release this. Remove this.
Right, good.
And back to beginning.
Right. But I need you to pull it out. Push it like, okay. Right.
Remove from below.
And
Remove from above.
so looking at this.
Remove from below.
Beautiful. Because when you shake
Release.
it's like it's
Or if it's gonna come to me, then it's another. Then it's here. But if you see a window,
and then when you do small.
I always see Balintawak online. It's just so beautiful. So the way.
Right.
What about? Because I mean, it's always like a block and a strike. But what? It's answer. If you do this, you strike here. You want a chamber strike? Here. You want a chamber? But I see them waiting.
When I do this,
We don't wait. You know, something I said, and they wait for it, and then they did. Are you talking about bucket? Yeah. Yeah, it's different.
oh,
It is different. We have a flow. They have power.
yeah,
it's like it's how it's exchanged. So when you strike me here, it's how very, it's like that. No, here it comes. Here it's like this.
If I do this, we do this. So
Connection.
you tap it, keep it not.
I don't. So they're different.
And if I do,
They're different. They started. Yeah. From the left. Okay. Right. All this from Saretta. So predated. Their start 75. 1975. Go back 1952 prior.
Oh,
okay. So it's still the same. It's a flow. So if I'm here, so you see, they don't show you what I'm showing you.
Yeah.
If
So how about the curving? How does that work?
yeah,
Because then
okay, show me what you see.
because when you block, right, then they can curve like curve up. And then, but I never see when they're flowing. They never throw that in.
They show you and instruct yourself.
So, because I was like, well, I'm sure people will curve it, but they don't do it in the flow.
Exactly, because they're not giving you response. They're not allowing you to respond.
Because the person's not doing it.
Yeah. So if I do this here, what's your response? Yeah, right. Typical. You know, look at here. Typical response. Typical response. So basic. Right here, what I'm showing you is to do this live.
Oh. Yeah, it's in.
I'm showing you live, right? Versus choreographed / instruction.
I mean, it looks so beautiful when I see it.
Yeah, it does. It does really good. It looks really good.
With the even with the random strikes, they know how to
So live play is different. So we're always doing live play. Count it.
And just slide.
He goes here.
Because I want to do
This
slap.
here. He wants to go there. That's fine.
And
But then
slide.
going,
In and out.
and as we go faster,
Come back and slide. Right. Because now you got me right.
see
And
where
then
he's wanting to go. I'm just giving you a
you
basic
can also
format.
slap my hand down and slide.
Yeah.
Okay? Okay. Let's slide again.
If I want to destroy him here, I can do this from here.
Come back.
I can do this.
Slide. Next. So for this one, you can slap down. This is slap down.
So when it's
Okay.
happening,
There's another way.
Here,
You
ready?
can either clear or you can slap down. There's only one way. Okay. So you don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
And then later on, when you sit down, it would be, you don't
I can do this here.
Okay, so for now, go back. Clear the bottom. No. And strike. And come back and block. Repeat. Same place. Alright? Be accurate. This will hurt. Yeah. Block here. Okay?
Here.
Again. And you so tall?
Yes.
Good for your thighs.
That's my first stance.
Yeah.
So this is your place to
Good.
go,
Good now. Stop.
just to get you going.
You're learning to go.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
There.
Right. Slap down.
Down.
Clear.
Here.
Yeah, later.
That's right. And oh, they do some fun now.
You know, like I don't know, me and you, I'm not what
So again, border of the shoulder blade, fingertips on, other hand blocking from the front. Feel for where the edge of the shoulder blade is on the outside, and you're gonna move right to the end, just inside of that. And like in his case, because the muscles are so defined, like you can see right here, right? It's very obvious visually. This is where I want to go. So this is the infraspinatus right here. And now, ideally, if you were lying down like on a treatment table, your arm would be up to put that on stretch, making it even easier to get into right here. It would be intense, but if you took your time to do it, man, you'd feel so much better. Honestly, if you took a lacrosse ball at home and worked on it slowly, just get to the edge. Again, for those of you guys that use foam rollers or lacrosse ball or anything like that to do like myofascial release stuff, if you go to the point where it's like it's so freaking painful and I'm like sweating because it's so painful and I'm going to just endure it, like you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. Go to where it's intense and deep ache, but tolerable. If it's at that point where it's like making you tense, it's counterproductive already. Got it, guys? Also, guys, just as a heads up, for some people, if that rotator cuff muscle is crazy tight and you press on it, it will feel like there's a bolt, like someone literally like putting a bolt through your shoulder. Like a subscap especially, when you get into that, sometimes it'll be like, you'll feel like you'll swear to God that there's biceps tendonitis going on. Oh, another point too. Since he just brought it up and he lobbed the ball for me, I'm gonna hit it. Low back pain, more often than not, your low back will hurt. And you'll think that the problem's in your low back, but the real culprit is somewhere else. More often than not, it's in your hip flexors. So now everyone's trying to go after the hip flexors in here. The low-hanging fruit is actually right here. So if you think about where you would plant a good kick, right, dropping it into the quad, that outside part of the quad, but you actually take the time to work the soft tissue there instead, audit your back before and after you do that work. Some of you might be really surprised how much your low back feels better just de-triggering this outside 45 line. Okay?
How does that affect the lower back?
Very simple. So the quads are on the hip flexor complex. So the hip flexors do this. They bend you forward so that you can flex your hips, right? And we do what most of the time? Do we stand or we sit?
Stand. Oh, sit.
I don't stand. We sit. There are three main common postures. Sit, stand, lie down. Of those, we mostly sit and lie down. You guys agree with me?
Yeah.
We don't spend that. I don't spend that much time standing up compared to the other two. Not even close. Not even close. So if we're sitting most of the time, these muscles become what? Short and tight. So then what do these muscles on the back have to do to get us to stand up? Overwork. No, they have to contract harder. Because it's like, ah! Because it's like trying to hit the gas against the parking brakes. If you're like me and you've ever tried to like drive and forgot to put the parking brake off, and you're like, what the f? And like, because like an idiot, I do it twice. And then I go, oh, the parking brake. And I put it down, right? These, for a lot of us, are our parking brakes. They get tight, and then when it comes time to get up and do stuff, we're like, you know, like, let me take a few steps, and then that thing, it's this that's tight. The front anterior chain is too tight. Open that up so that the back doesn't have to work so much.
How do you open it up?
Foam roll it. One of the easiest things to do is foam roll. Yep. Foam rolling is one of the easiest. The other thing, like if you do any of the systems where they have like a long lunge like this, as you're opening up like this, but then also posturing forward from here. Like if you can do this stretch, if you actually, let me ask you guys this. How many of you guys have some lower back discomfort on one side? Both sides, and try it on both sides. Especially if you have it on one side, take that side that's bothersome, put that leg in the back. Put that leg in the back if there's a side that's bothersome. Really rotate both of your hips to the front. Lock out that back leg at the knee. And try and push your torso straight so that you feel a stretch in the groin. You guys feel that? Yeah. Now, time out, take a break. Up, take a break means chill for a second. If you can do that again and now you feel like that stretch is carrying itself down towards your knee, even better. Here's the thing, the knee is what's called a sesamoid bone. It's a floating bone. And it sits inside the fascia that goes from your hip to your lower back all the way down to your shin. So if you can stretch this open and you feel that carrying down, you can then depressurize the lower back. And in some cases, rescue the knee as well. So let's try again. Turn the hips all the way in, lock out that back knee, posture up, drop that stance in. If you can get that stretch in that groin area of that back leg, you're on it. And now if you can turn it even more, stretch even more, pulse it a little bit to where you feel it all like almost going down into your thigh, even better. Good, switch, do the other side. Lock out, really lock out that back knee. Turn the hips in as far as you can. And then try to end range it. Bounce into that end range. Good job. Come on up. Okay, now re-audit your lower back. Does that feel any different?
Openness here, yeah.
Yeah, and we didn't really stretch the low back per se. We just worked on taking off the parking brakes in the front.
Should we be doing stretching lower back too?
Usually no.
You don't need to?
The site of the pain, all right, if there's going to be like one gold nugget you guys take from me today, it's this. The site of the pain, absent direct contact injury, right? If someone nails you in the lower back and then there's pain, of course, that's the reason for injury, right? Absent direct contact like this, if there's pain, the site of pain is not the site of the problem.
How about how can you differentiate it's like kidneys or your organs?
Ah, that's when you need blood work. That's as someone whose doctorate's in Chinese medicine, like I'm all about like alternatives and stuff like that, but we have modern science. If you're not sure, like in other words, if you're doing some of these exercises and things are not getting better, don't assume that the problem is just musculoskeletal. Right? So this is why I think blood work is super important in cases like that. And also in other cases, get the MRI.
So when we try to combine the two things really quickly, I don't know what time like that, but we're doing what we call bogus right, and then what we call katlit. You guys, some people might call this redondo.
You do move.
Okay, and we always finish it up with a broken strike. It's kind of like, you know, you're in the middle of things and you, right? So that's why you'll notice when I do whatever I do, I hit it and I get out of the game. That's just to clear it, to make sure it's not following me. Because if I just go like this, okay, let me go back. Inevitably, he's going to chase me down. So to make sure that he doesn't chase me down, I get out of dodge, but I make sure he remembers my name. Right? So I go broken right. Okay. Some people will do it this way. Maybe not the broken, I don't know how. Okay, but I like to go like this. So I like to cover in case I want to hit him in the head.
Going from there.
Oh, not that in there, sorry. And then the same with the opposite side. But we always mirror everything. And it helps you remember one pattern by doing the other one. Because, like, what did I do? Oh, okay, it's the mirror. It's always going to be in the mirror. Now, you want to complicate things, you add the other hand. But this is a single stick art at long range. And okay, so that's what we call katlit. It goes like this. I don't know if again, if I want to do 10,000 times, put it up. Just stand up. Boom. So I'm just, you know, if you do that however many times you want to, you're doing the food. So we don't really like do disarming and stuff like that because it's hard to catch. You know, just
You prefer me saying
you may after you've punched me a couple times, and then you can get me. But if I can land before you can do that, so that's my goal. I can't say I can pull out. Just saying, you can, like I'm here, right? This is the movement style. What was the name of it? Yeah, it's difficult to stop. So we think, like again, I say, we think of it as offense first. Always offense first. So from day one.
Keep in mind, this is a combat art. We still practice and are learning the combat aspect. So one of the compliments I could say that Mano would say, even though he doesn't want to hurt, he would say, well, you can kill. Kind of like, what's his name? But he'll say, yo, you can kill. You know? Because imagine that strike. Try stopping that strike. The power, you gotta, try to catch it.
Yeah. We are just trying to whittle away with whatever we think. The bare essential to end the combat and the altercation between the father. Let it flow, let it flow through. I was telling them earlier that when we want the stick to sing, because that's a manifestation of power. I know somebody said that, so don't trademark me on that one. but we like to say the stick has to sing, right? You make the stick alive, even if it's just a 2 strike. I want to hear that sound, right? And then keep it in control, hit it with the accuracy. Job done. You did it. Okay. What else?
Also, some kids,
There is some kit, but it's not a preferred.
it's not legit.
Well, there's like, let's say for example, you could do some kit, but preferably we do something like wutik, right? So we do the wutik, depending on where I'm at. Okay, because wutik or sumkit, you kind of have to be a little bit closer, right? And sumkit is really, you could do it to the stick, better for the eyes, right? Better for the eyes. But if it depends on what's going on. If I'm trying to get to him, just to clear this, because we're at the distance. Oh, because I'm only, that's my home base right there.
Just to clear the sticks.
Clear the stick. I know that. Well, I don't know, but I know I've seen Mangping do their sumkiti, and he does it where he clears it. Or if it goes to the hand. Oh.
Yeah, I'm like, I want to see it, you know.
Wutik and sumkiti are kind of interchangeable. The important thing is the body mechanic, because it's the same. Right?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Wutik. Some people will say circling strike bone. Some people will say wutik. Some people will say, but it's still this. So you'll see that in our amada that we brought up in the beginning, but I totally skipped over. When we're doing amada, you'll see that I'm doing this movement, movement, right? Floating strike. These are all within the system. These are just ways to practice them. Also have the abanico. Yeah, but again, that's another one where abanico it has to be your. So if you're not hitting the stick, you're supposed to be hitting the temple. Okay? You could be hitting this one. Okay, but again, my preference is not to permanently kill this guy. I don't want to go to jail. Because I'm going for this. Just to clear, just so I can get a clean shot on this kid. And it not coming at me. I just.
And I tried this, and smaller, and this is so good.
And then, because abanico is kind of goes against what we're doing Largo, right? Because you have to be in here. That I just use it like.
You have to use pass. You have to break.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Abanico can be done this way too. Because if the guy thrust, all I'm doing is turning it from vertically
Different angle.
to different angles.
I've never fought in holiday. Yeah.
Boom. Boom. Here. Boom. Swing.
Nice.
Yeah. So all this, destroy. 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 If you have the timing right, you can stop it here.
Stop, block me, strike. Right.
If it's just behind, or just behind. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So from that basic format, you can take it to this. Yeah. So now you can see it a little bit more easy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Long range. Right? Same principle as the other. If he goes and he's striking, if I'm here like this, he's here again. Same rule, right? If I do this here, same. If I do this, I'm here. So when I'm going here, he wants to go again. I start to close the gap. Right? So if he wants to go there, I could be here helping him. When he goes there, I ride. He goes this way, I ride. He goes again, I want to hit. I hit again. I see it coming. He changes. So you follow it. Follow it through. Follow it through. Follow it through. Now, where am I at?
Nice.
Right?
No,
So when I'm doing this here, you hit me. Here. You hit me. Follow. Hit again. Follow. Yeah, now you're in. Right? But you have the timing. Everything's timing. It's not about, okay, this and this and that. It's not. You have to work it. Okay. If I do this here, I do this here. I'm doing this here. I have to work it, right?
Nice.
I have to work to get in. He's not going to let me in. His main thing is to kick me out. I can do this. I do this. Then there it is. I'm not allowing that to create that distance anymore. So that's how you would have to work it. Not because it's one per se, but it's different variations on how you work to get in. Because he might have a different response to retreating, creating distance. He might just be striking and he's backing out, back out, back out, back out, back out. So I let him. There's no danger for me out there. So again, like he has to re-engage to hit me, right? So then I wait again. So he's there again, I wait. So
let's say.
So I go here. Boom. Then I go here. I wait for him to re-engage. So use your tools that you have as your arsenal. Okay? So when you get stuck in this close quarter game, it's a different game. It all depends how he reacts. Go ahead. Just throw it out. 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 Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. See it? I don't know where he's going. I don't want to make sure I don't get hit. Yeah? So if he's going here, I'm here like this. He goes again. Move. Whichever way you want. Whichever way you want. Whichever way you want. It all depends. So your answer is not set in a program. Yeah. Okay, so it's all reactive.
Guys, don't ever use a tennis ball on this. Just so you know, don't use a tennis ball on this area. Why? Because it's just too soft.
Oh, you need something hard to really get in?
For the rotator cuff, the infraspinatus that I'm showing you guys, use either a lacrosse ball, and Professor Steve is going to have Bunal logoed lacrosse balls for FMA practitioners.
They're called Bunal balls. They're not blue.
They are or are not blue.
They're not blue.
Thank God. But ideally a lacrosse ball or a softball. Anything softer, even like a brand new tennis ball, it's just got too much give. And then the subscap is going to be on the inside. We don't want to go over that today just because it's hella painful for a lot of you guys, but probably the thing you need most. So the two things I wanted to go over are the infraspinatus, part of the rotator cuff, and then the anterior of the hip, as far as the hip flexors. So here we go, folks. Double check it. Okay, so if the if the problem is in the front, like the front is what's tight, right? And I want this to be able to open up, so work more efficiently. If I stretch more, this might feel good, but it's not dealing with the root problem. Does it make sense, guys? So like, if this is what's tight, I want to stretch this open, right? Rather than like, okay, this feels good, but it's like...
Can we do both, or only you're saying only do this and not stretch the back, or can we do both, or?
So a lot of times in stretching, what we think is stretching the back is actually stretching the hamstrings, right? And so stretching the hamstrings or stretching the back of the knee, like the popliteus or the calves, all of that's useful. All of that's useful. But stretching the back itself, for most of us, is not nearly as useful as de-triggering all of this. Other questions at all? Anyone?
I actually have a chronic from boxing. One top of the scapula here, there's this ridge, and the muscle right underneath that would be very tender.
Rhomboids?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, you may also have a little bit of a rib shift, posterior rib shift. So like, if you can think about your ribs, right? Like think about the ribs like this. They fit into your spine. Sometimes when you round your body like this in like a kind of boxing stance, you push those rib heads backward a little bit. So when those rib heads get pushed back, you can have like kind of a chronic ache or chronic low back or mid back pain. So, yeah. Other questions, sir?
Elbow pain.
Elbow pain. Okay, so can I borrow you?
Or especially if I spar the left.
It's on the side? Okay, so can you just drop down for a second? Oh yeah. So this, like really pronounced because the muscle is like a marble. Like, can I have you turn around actually? Because this dude's awesome because he's got such good muscle definition here. You can see my thumb go up and down the lip. See that? Can you guys see that lip and the muscle right there? Working right through here, just on this side of that lip. Feel around. Brilliant. So now, the cross ball in this spot where my thumb is, and this arm in Superman position up top like this, if you can. The ball will be right here, and you're going to lie such that your chest is towards the ceiling that way. You guys got it? Cool. Of course. Any other questions?
Any quick release of carpal tunnel?
Carpal tunnel. Yes. Can I borrow you? Which hand? Which hand? Both. Both. Okay. So, as escrimadores, we use a lot of grip, right? If you're working your grip too hard, right, or you're working your grip without relief, or you're working your rotator cuff without relief, you can punish what's in the middle, and then everything down here. So, try to relax as much as you can. It's gonna be a little bit sore. And you can tell, like this is most of us, right? Just because of holding stick or punching or whatever, right? There's hypertrophy, there's muscle like growth through here. So to be able to work in here, try to relax as much as you can. This is going to be a little sore. I'm sorry about that. So what I'm doing here is I'm taking this spot right here and just compressing it down towards his palm, right? And at the same time as I'm doing that, sorry about that. Relax your shoulders as much as you can. Right. Imagine you're like half a bottle in. You pick your poison. Now, believe it or not, this muscle, one muscle right in here that brings the thumb towards the rest of the hand, it can create pain syndromes all the way down to the other side of the hand and as well as into the fingers, as well as problems going up the chain. So how you de-trigger this or how you maintain this could be the big thing that takes you from like arthritic to functional. Breathe. And now as I'm holding it and I'm moving him around, right, I'm allowing that fascia to get a stretch and getting more circulation in there. Can you try that up here a little bit? Any different? Yeah. there's a whole lot more to do in your case. But yeah, like we're gonna like one of the things that you can do for yourself. Take your other hand, try this, and like grab over top like the line of this index finger, and dig in there, and it should be like a hellified 8. You got it? You guys feeling that? And then like move it around, circle through it.
Feel the ache all the way up in my wrist.
Yeah. Like sometimes for certain people, you'll feel that ache shooting down to your fingers, like these 3 usually, and then sometimes up into the armpit if it's really severe.
So for the carpal, it just improves circulation.
You want to restore elasticity. So circulation by itself is always going to be limited if there's not enough elasticity. Think about the muscles, right? If the muscles are tight, they're choking off your blood vessels, right? So if you restore that elasticity in the muscles, you will get better circulation. Make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. Questions? Last question? Last minute questions? All right. Sir? Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Cheng.
Of course.
And before it goes,
I say this, but of course it's kind of being, it's easy to learn, it's difficult to master. Yeah. If the moves, we can learn them in a day, 2 days, whatever. But to actually do them, that takes the time.
You don't care about looking at it. Especially,
So we like to give you guys targets here from the beginning. So I'm just going to present it and go ahead and go. Become low. High. Maybe people could gotta be fainting, like say, hey, hit this because they're going to counter you. Yeah. Hit it.
Yeah.
You're always 2 inches on it. Okay.
I'm just moving because I don't want the ball.
Okay, now.
Fair enough.
I'm going to move it, so you just hit it. This is the
with all the I always tell people, put oomph into it.
Stay relaxed. And it just comes natural. No grabbing, which is just
simple.
Bam. Doesn't matter if you're back here.
Block again. Remove from above. Okay. That's right.
I just because I always see you.
Go again. Yeah. So you see how I don't know where he goes. He doesn't know how I respond. So this is live. And then we go again. He doesn't know where I go. He's here. Fine. Here you go. There it is. Here it is. Boom. Okay. So this is the fun part, but the scary part. I could be here. Oh. And so you go again. Here, again. And that's scary because you don't know. He's like, oh. There you go, right?
But that's how we used to do it.
So we teach you how to do it live. So you can see the difference between what you saw and what you feel. Right? So if you go again, if I do this, you know how to respond. If I do this, you know how to respond. You move. You move. You move. You move. You move. So yeah. Possibility. He knows how to respond, yeah? Now we exchange it.
And just like in here. Go around. You gotta say this.
So it's not about trying to get yourself locked in. You notice I didn't clamp.
No, you're very, very relaxed.
I didn't clamp my hands. It's live. Relax. If I'm doing this here, I'm gonna go here. So it's the same. Bang. Okay, see how you see how this here? This one. Yeah. Sorry. Oh, you're here. He's here.
Are we good? GM, I think we're good.
Yeah. Oh.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
I'd love to give a big thank you to Kuya Steve again, but also to our gracious donors, our sponsors, our presenters who shared their knowledge and experiences with us here today. And also special kudos to Bobby with FMA Life for capturing our story and our mission. And let's hope that we continue this movement to continue to fight defang cancer.